Come on, 18K on the day, 3-0 in the week, 10-day win streak, by the way. I really do this shit. So, yeah, that's 1.2K across 10 of my Apex accounts. You can add them up, as well as another 1.2K across 5 of my top step accounts, which I think I made over 18, a little over 18.6K. And yeah, let's get right into it on, how this was possible. Should be nice and simple because this was honestly a very clean textbook setup. So coming into today, I had a really strong bullish bias, and let me tell you guys why. So on the higher time frames, we were bullish. We were bullish on the 4 hour time frame. We were also bullish on the daily time frame. You guys can see we swept daily sell side earlier this week, and it looks like we're about to trend higher and take out all-time highs. But yeah, I was looking for longs today because of the 4 hour time frame. That's my bias. You guys watch my videos, you guys know that I take trades only on the 4 hour time frame. I mean, not on the 4 hour time frame, but in direction of where 4 hour structure is. And on top of that, we were also playing within this 4 hour bullish fair value gap within here. So another reason why I was looking for long positions, really no reason to go short, especially because we were bullish on the 4 hour, bullish on the daily, and within playing within here. So let's dive into the 1 hour time frame. Well, let me first mark, where market open was. So at about, let me see, at 9:30, which is right here, you guys can see price opens, and the first thing that we do is we take out buy side liquidity. These are all 15-minute highs within here, a 15-minute high right here, a 15-minute high right here, and we immediately sweep that, which is perfect because I know that's going to bring price down, which is exactly where I want it to go because I'm looking for longs. I want sell side liquidity to get swept. So we take out these 15-minute highs and we fill this 1 hour bears fair value gap within here, and that causes price to fall lower. And because it falls lower, what I saw when I woke up was we had this hourly low within here. So this was my draw of liquidity for the day. Also had this level marked out, but these were my two draws in liquidity for the day. All I wanted to see was sell side get taken out, either on this low right here or this low right here. And if we were able to get a valid execution point within there, I'm looking for longs, okay? It's not complicated at all. If you guys watch my videos, I do this shit every time. I trade liquidity sweeps and it always plays out. So let's dive into the 1 minute time frame. Oh yeah, well, I did not take a trade. I did not execute on the 1 minute time frame. Usually this is where I always take my execution off of. But just based on how I've been reading price, especially this week, and how volatile it has been, what I've noticed a lot was price has always been reaching my, zone of execution, whether it be, we take out sell side, we take out buy side, and price just immediately gets a reaction and sends either higher or lower without any execution points. And that's been pissing me off. So what I did today was a bit different. I took my execution on the 30-second time frame just because of how fast and volatile prices have been moving. So let's dive into what happened. So do you guys can see price starts just flushing to the downside, and the first thing that I see is, number one, I'm looking for a 1 minute break of structure to the upside, which we don't get off the bat. That happens is I notice there's a 1 minute bearish fair value gap. I mean a 30-second bearish fair value gap within here, and we're able to inverse that off of this green candle right here. Boom, liquidity sweep, 30-second inverse. I still need two more confluences to go along with that. I'm not taking a trade just off of those two alone. So what I notice next is we break 1 minute structure to the upside off of this. Hold up, off of fuck. I don't know what just happened. My shit's glitching, but okay. So we break 1 minute structure to the upside. I mean 30-second structure to the upside off of this candle right here. So this is a 30-second high. We get our break of structure off of this green candle. That's strong closure above it. And I didn't execute here either, okay? I'm still looking for one more piece of confluence, whether that's a fair value gap, another fair value gap getting filled, another inverse of a fair value gap, or we get like a mini equilibrium discount. So I noticed that from this 30 second low to this 30-second high, price comes up, comes back into that midpoint, the 50% mark, and all I'm looking from here is a bullish candle reaction out of there, and I'm in. And on the very next candle, that's exactly what we got. And guess what? I did not execute here. I waited for a pullback on the very next candle, and I got honestly one of the most beautiful entries of this week, where I was waiting to execute when price reversed at the base of this bullish candle, but price just immediately just dumped on that next candle, and I got my execution point right over here, which was perfect. Stops underneath the low, and in terms of take profit, I just had one take profit level, which was honestly, this was low key a bit of a roller coaster. You guys can see, like, this is barcode price action, but we end up hitting take profit, which was I put it at the base of this 30-minute order block within here. So let me try to find this this rectangle, but this is an order block right here on the 5-minute time frame. Boom, liquidity sweep, break of structure to the downside. I felt like this was a zone where price could potentially get some reversal, and I put TP right here at the base of it. And yeah, now let me show you guys what ends up happening after we get entry, because this was low-key edgy as fuck. Like, this is barcode PA, and off rip we get our move to the upside, then we just start chopping for the next 15-20 minutes. And honestly, like, at this point, right over here and right over here, I was floating 13K in profit, unrealized profit, and I had not taken anything out. And I had to watch that shit go from up 13K all the way down into drawdown. I believe I was like down 2K at this point. And this is honestly something that I feel like a lot of unprofitable traders deal with. If they see price just start reversing, for example, whether you're floating up profit and you just start falling all the way down, a lot of people either just like cut there because they think they're gonna get stopped out, or they're just gonna, once they see like a bit of reversal to the upside, they'll just take profits early. You cannot do that, especially in trading, which is why this is such a mental game, and it can take such a mental toll on you, especially if you're just like chasing the money. Now, don't get me wrong, this shit was not fun to watch, especially when we made that strong reversal to the downside. But in my head, do you think I gave a fuck? Absolutely not, because I came into the trading day with a game plan that I was gonna hold take profit all the way to this level at the 5-minute inverse order block, and it absolutely paid off. I stuck to my rules, didn't let emotions or drawdown affect me, because I was confident that we were gonna reach that level, because there really was nothing that I was scared of in terms of prices levels where price was going to reverse. And yeah, 18K on the day, little 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio, and I honestly think I played this really well. I just feel like today was such a good example of where a lot of unprofitable traders fuck up, because, like, let's say you saw a price just reverse over here. At this point, you're in drawdown, you're confident, you're like, fuck, this is going to be a losing trade. So you end up cutting here, and then immediately after you see price reverse into profits, and now you have the worst FOMO of your life. So you start fucking around and you re-enter, let's say right over here, for no reason. Like, there's no confluence to go long here, and you put your stop loss, let's say, right underneath this 1-minute bullish fair value gap. Let's see what ends up happening. Well, boom, price chops around, you get stopped out, boom, you're fucked. So never let emotions dictate how you trade, because that's where 99% of people just lose money, right? Trading is not rocket science. It's honestly, I think it's not easy by any means. It's one of the hardest things to do, but there's a reason why only 1 to 3% of people are consistently profitable. Low key closer to 1% is because they completely detach themselves from the money, and until you understand that, you will become profitable. So yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for the video. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see from me in the future. I'm thinking about dropping like a bootcamp series sometime in the near future. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap, and appreciate y'all for watching all the way through. See y'all in the next one. Peace.